But also it's kind of double standard. You probably talk about sex, but not squirt.
Oh, we talk about sex a lot, and cum, not squirt. For some reason, cum is more,
Right? Socially accepted.
Yeah, it's because it's guys.
I think you should have a, like, squirt is okay episode.
Squirt is okay. I heard it here first. Apparently, we have to do an episode dedicated to squirt, according to my fiance.
Also, it's just pee.
No, yeah, I mean, it's fine. It's no big deal. It's just pee. Having a piss kink's fine. She left.
Oh, okay. Good. Just the boys.
Just the boys. And just two of them. 2 is the loneliest number. It's the saddest number since the number 1. I don't understand that song. 2's not that lonely.
It's 1. It's 1 is the loneliest number.
But he said 2 can be as bad as 1. It's the loneliest number since the number 1.
Hi. Say hi.
Joseph, we're in the middle of recording. Hi, bud.
He said hi, bud.
What's he up to?
Looking sexy.
As opposed to...
No, there is no opposed to. He's always looking sexy.
That's what I'm saying.
Right. That's what I'm saying. I sent that I just sent that giant portfolio project to my client. He saw the photos. I saw a guest was viewing them, so now we wait. I'm also talking to you, Christian.
Oh, I thought you were just talking to Joe.
No, I was addressing both of you.
Oh, was that the giant one of like the 18,000 square feet building?
It was 30 industrial buildings that we shot in 2 days, and that I mean
18,000 square feet.
It was
18,000 square feet.
It was more than 18,000 square feet. What's happening? What's happening there? What is this?
Oh, something in my eyeballs.
My eyes have been burning like hell because of these the smoke.
I was going to say, I wonder why.
I just have a headache. Related? I don't know.
Maybe.
Probably.
That's a...
So, I was working outside a lot today. So
it's the exact opposite thing that you were supposed to do.
I don't have a choice. I have a job that requires me to go outside.
Should you wear a mask? Should wear a mask.
No, I should have worn a mask. That was stupid.
Yeah. I was literally lifting weights in my house because I was like, I'm up in the air if I should go to the gym or not. So I was like, I wouldn't. So I was like, I'll do something.
Mm-hmm.
Poor Juniper, every time I took her out, was like coughing and sneezing. I felt bad.
Huh. You should have given her a mask.
Yeah, you want to put a mask on her, be my guest.
I don't want to touch her, let alone put a mask on her.
Yeah, I know. She's terrifying. We were talking one time about Sarah went to go like move a blanket and she growled and she was like, and I was like, if anybody would just see the way this dog treats us and we act like we're terrified of her, our little 7-pound demon.
You just got to bite her.
Nah, she's actually not that bad. Sarah's one gecko is staring at me hard.
Oh yeah, is that what you keep looking at?
Yeah, it's Puck.
Hey Pick.
He's cute. Oh no, he's going back into his hide. He's a cute little dude. I like him. He's nice. Grendel's not.
Fucking Grundle.
Grundle's mean as hell. And you can't really do anything about it because it's a gecko. You just kind of gotta let it be.
Yeah.
He actually ate Andres.
He ate Andres?
That's where Andres is. In
Grundle's stomach?
So Andres is here. He just can't record it now. He's indisposed.
Well, it was bound to happen sooner or later. Oh, I hear him.
Yeah. Nothing too important to say, I think.
I hear him.
Probably I'm having a great time in here. It's warm and soft. You don't have to get me out right away. I'm not being digested.
Yeah, he's fine.
Yeah, he'll be fine. He's just being a little pussy, I think.
So Andres just got a new car, and I'm worried with the amount I've been driving lately that I'm going to need a new car, like soonish.
You should have got that car when they were offering you that just basically straight trade for your FJ. Remember that truck? And then you started overthinking it. It was almost like a straight trade. No, they were going to give you money on top of it, weren't they?
Yeah, I think so.
Wasn't your trade-in worth more?
Yeah, I think so.
Pisses me off. You should have done it. Wasn't it a hybrid too? It was a hybrid truck, and then you had some dumb logic.
Yeah, it was, but it wasn't. It wasn't the right truck for me. It was a pickup truck. It was a pickup truck, and I need a truck with a bed, not a bed. I need something with a cover. Nah,
you could have got a bed cover.
They still don't.
And you would have
saved
the money still.
No.
I think you were just looking for excuses. You were looking for excuses. You had a hybrid car. You would have been great for gas.
It
was probably a Toyota too.
It was a Ford. That's the problem.
Oh, never mind. Actually,
yeah.
Fix or repair daily. See, I'm from the the country.
Yeah, no, it was a Ford.
Never mind. Okay.
But yeah, no, I'm driving.
It was a good deal.
I'm driving like, well, last month I did like I think it was 2,100 miles, 2,200 miles in a month. It's a lot.
What size is your tank?
Large.
Okay, but like specific.
I think it's a 19-gallon tank, maybe.
Do you know how many miles you get to a tank?
Like, I'm on E usually around 260.
I'm going to piss you off. I know it's a much bigger car than mine, but I get 435 on a 10-gallon tank.
Yeah, but my engine's also a V6. It's a much heavier car, much bigger car.
Yeah.
So it's a bigger engine. I mean, it's comparing apples to oranges.
Yeah.
It's comparing apples to oranges.
Oh my god. Okay, cool. Wait a minute. I want to tell you what we're doing for Dumb Trivia today, because that's my thing. Welcome to Dumb Trivia.
Oh.
Roll the intro. Welcome to Dumb Trivia. I'm about to reveal this to Cory, what today's topic is, because it is not a drafter show. It is not a, what do we used to do?
Dumb
after
news.
The drafter show. It's not dumb news. It's a new segment called the Dumb Trivia Complaint Corner.
The complaint
where
corner.
We bitch about a topic. Yeah, we bitch about a topic. You've been complaining a lot. Not a dig, but just I feel like you've got like a lot to say. So I figured, let's do air grievances. We can maybe get some guests to come on air their grievances. Topics that are off limits for the day. Wildfires in Canada and Andres not being here, because we know that's really what we're going to bitch about.
Ugh, that was the only thing I was going to talk about. This is, oh my God, you're
Yeah.
putting me on the spot. I mean, I have so many complaints, but now I can't even think of one. Is
Well,
it what kind of complaints? Are we talking luxury complaints? Or are we talking
real
first
quick,
world?
real quick.
Yeah.
Real quick. Mm-hmm. I'm Christian. Andres is the third host who isn't here, but instead we have...
What do you mean instead? I'm always here.
Instead, I guess, yeah, that's true. Well, you weren't here 2 weeks ago, but we have Cory. It's Cory and Christian. Double C.
Hey.
2 CCs of fun.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
No, it's just whatever you want to bitch about. Some Trivia Complaint Corner. No Judgment Complaint Corner. We'll have start having people call in to bitch. People love to complain. People love that people listen to them. Maybe we can make fun of the people when they complain and make them feel a bit better. So I'm going to start out here, since you felt you were like, I'm on the spot. I don't want to be in the spot.
Yep.
We can do, let's set some ground rules. We can do a complaint about something you have caused. So you messed up and now you're reaping what you've sown.
Well, that's not a complaint. That's.
Oh, you can still complain.
No, because if you fucked up, you fucked up.
They still complain about it. Whatever. You know what? Fuck it. No ground rules. No rules.
Yeah.
This is Outback Steakhouse. No rules, just right.
That's right.
Well, I was going to bitch about my beer I brewed not being bitter enough, but that's not that big of a deal. I am going to bitch about when people say, we can't compare them. It's like apples and oranges. And it's so funny that you said that, because I was bitching about Sarah to that earlier. Because they're like, we can't complain. It was apples and oranges. That's exactly when you compare something. You don't compare two things that are the fucking same. They're the same. You can't compare them as apples and oranges. Yeah, one's a citrus fruit. One's not a citrus fruit. One has a bumpy skin. One has smooth skin. One's really sweet usually. Sometimes can be a little sour. One's usually pretty sour. Sometimes can be a little sweet. The oranges, I feel like, on a default, a little sweeter or a little more bitter than an apple, or sour than an apple. An apple's a little sweeter than an orange, usually under your default. One grows up north. One grows down south. Look at that. I've just been comparing apples and oranges, you pieces of shit. I thought I couldn't do that. I just did.
Yeah, but they're very different.
That's why you compare. You don't compare things that are the same.
But yeah, you do.
You compare everything. Is what I like. Just because they're different doesn't mean you can't compare them. Most comparisons are when things are different.
You know what my issue with comparing is?
What?
Dried.
You know what? I have another complaint.
Dried
you
raisins.
Speaking to me.
Dried raisins and dried grapes.
Yeah. Well, wait. They can't be a dried raisin. That's just that's redundant.
I guess that's just a raisin.
Yeah, it's
huh?
just a raisin. Yeah, raisin and dried grapes. Your issue was you weren't explaining them. They were freeze dried grapes, which are different.
Yeah, I guess.
But
so.
I still I think freeze drying is like a subset of drying where I wouldn't necessarily call it the same thing, but it's type.
Right.
Like, I'm not gonna if someone hands me something dried and it's like freeze dried, I'm gonna be taken aback. I'm like, that's not what I was expecting.
Yeah, that's fair, I guess.
Yeah, because if you dry a grape, you get a raisin. But
right.
If you freeze dry a grape, you get a freeze dried grape, and that was the crux of the issue. I didn't know you were talking about freeze dried grapes. You would have been like a freeze dried grape. I've been like, that's fucking weird.
I see like, where the communication.
Yes, like nature's cotton candy, freeze dried grapes.
That's right. Yeah, I understand now where this went. Yeah.
But yeah, apples and oranges, like you can compare them. People do it all the time. Who says you can't?
That's fair. Yeah, that's fair.
There's no comparison, police.
I have a complaint.
Do you have a complaint for the Dumb Trivia Complaint Corner?
I do have a complaint. And
Okay.
my complaint stemmed from an interaction I had at the gas station the other day. And not so much as an interaction, just so. All right, let me start over.
Real quick. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say you probably was a better interaction than like the handful I've had where I was getting fights at gas stations for some reason.
Well, that's because I'm not a dickhead. Well, debatable. But anyway, so
Oh yeah.
so in New Jersey, you're not allowed to pump your own gas.
The only state.
Now it's the only state. My issue becomes how they handle the gas pumps, putting it into your car and out. The amount of times that they bang on the side of my car.
Don't they give you any foreplay? They just jam it right in?
No, it's just like, it's rough. And it's like, oh my God, stop. And my biggest pet peeve is when it stops and then they try and keep filling to top it up to an even number. I don't want an even number. I don't want an even number.
No, I do.
It was done. It was done. Stop. The gas is already,
I like it.
The gas is already $4 a gallon. We don't need that.
Is it $4 a gallon to pay you?
It's pretty close, like $3.40, but we're a little off.
That's not close. That's the exact opposite. Dumb trivia complaint corner. Dumb trivia complaint corner. When people say something that's in the 40% is close to 100%. No, it's not. You would round down.
Anyway, it's done. Don't give me that little extra squeeze because that's like another $2 right there.
You know what I do when I'm done pumping gas?
You do it yourself. So what?
I take the hose as it's still plugged into my car and I like wiggle the hose to get all the little gas droplets out.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Why?
Because I paid for that gas.
Why does that not surprise me?
Wait, you want to know what's worse? I learned it from a commercial making fun of cheap people.
Yeah, I'd say.
I was like, that's genius. Yeah, well, you're the one bitching about the price of gas.
Well, yeah, it's high.
Yeah, so if you were in a place, if you were in 98% of America, you would shake that hose too. Look at that quick math. Wait, yeah, 98, quick math.
I hate when people clap when the plane lands.
Well, everyone hates that. What about when a movie ends? I feel like you're a movie clapper.
I am not a movie clapper. I can't stand that.
What if it was a Ben Platt movie? Would you clap then?
Nope.
And then the one day you don't clap, Ben Platt comes out and he's like, everybody who didn't clap, I hate you. I never want you at any of my musicals again. And you go home and cry.
Oh, well, are we talking a musical or a movie?
No, he movies, but he's just saying that you're not allowed back at a musical though. He's like giving you the caveat.
I will take my chances with that. No, you don't clap for a movie. The people that made it aren't there.
No, I know, aren't there. It's funny. Do you clap? Do you clap when your waiters bring out your sizzling fajitas like a seal?
Yes.
I was gonna
That
say,
is
I
the
do
only
too.
appropriate time to clap. I wish I had more time to prepare for this.
I kind of thought you'd have a bunch of complaints lined up.
Oh, I do, but now that I'm on the spot, it's like, where did they all go?
Where do they all? You know what? When I hate when somebody asks me to complain about something and I have nothing to complain about.
No, that's not good. That's not good.
No.
No.
I hate that I'm almost done Breaking Bad. We're about to start season 4.
Ted Lasso's over.
You hate that Ted Lasso's over? Mm-hmm. Ooh, you know what? I'm going to trigger some libs.
Oh, no.
Ready? Mm-hmm. I don't care about Ted Lasso that much.
That's probably because you don't have Apple TV, so.
Yeah, and I'm not paying for Apple TV. Oh, you know what? Complaint. Also, that wasn't my joke. I'm not going to take credit for that. Some dude on TikTok. Complaint. All the streaming services.
There's a lot.
I'm not buying Apple TV. I'm not buying Schmungus Plus.
I already did.
You bought Schmungus Plus? Of course you did. You're a little consumer cuck.
Yep.
Dump trivia complaint corner. Cory being a consumer cuck.
Any Apple product, you should get Apple for free.
What'd she say?
Sarah said if you own an Apple product, you should get Apple TV for free.
Not always. Oh, no, she said you should. Sometimes they do.
Yeah,
Sometimes they give it to you for like 6 months.
I have some Fiji apples in the kitchen. Shouldn't I get it then?
You should.
Shut up, Sarah. I'm kidding. Don't shut up. You have a nice voice. Even when you're being shrill. Dumb trivia complaint corner when my Jewish girlfriend is shrill. Did you hear her screeching? Nah. I love her. I was actually telling her how I had a crush on Fran Drescher from The Nanny when I was younger, so I'm glad that I fulfilled that dream.
Here's a complaint.
Okay.
When you get a bill at a restaurant and they hand you the pen and the pen doesn't work.
Yeah, that's dumb. You think you would check the pen.
That's annoying.
Ooh, I got a complaint. It's going to look even dumber. I showed up to work a couple days ago, like the one time I went into work, and I went to sign into the building, and none of the pens worked. And I was like, what's going on? And then the lady had to explain to me that they were brand new pens. And apparently brand new pens, you have to like pop a top off of the ball part of it.
You do.
Yeah, I was like, oh. She's like, yeah, I usually do that in the morning. And I was like, well, I looked like a dummy.
Yeah, you do. You either have to like really scribble hard, or take your
I
fingernails
was.
and just kind of peel it off. It's like a little.
It was going on. It was going on for too long. I put two pens back until she's finally like, oh.
Yeah.
So there's a complaint.
Yeah. No, you have to do that.
Don't laugh at me.
You didn't tell me that.
I didn't. I forgot about it. So that's a complaint. That's a complaint. That's a complaint.
Do you have any complaints that you want to air your grievances with the world?
Glitter that doesn't bags.
Sarah says she hates glitter that doesn't stick to bags. We went to a wedding this weekend, and we have glitter all over.
Oh, that's a good one.
What was this complaint?
Joe has a complaint. When it's like dead silent at work, and then all of a sudden someone just starts whistling.
That's funny. Yeah, that would annoy me.
Yeah, it's annoying. That's the worst.
Whistle when it's loud, but if it's dead silent at work, don't whistle.
He's got another one.
Oh, he's got another?
Food smackers.
Ooh, Sarah would agree with that one.
That's a bad one. Yeah, that's not
Joe
a good
said
one.
food smackers. Like, Sarah, I'm going to jump the gun. Sarah's complaint is just mouth sounds in general.
Yeah, yes.
Gives her the ick.
I get that.
Going off of the wedding, my complaint is somebody when you don't know somebody and they're a grown adult and they just start bullying you at the wedding for some reason.
I'm sorry, what happened?
Some girl at the wedding, and like, I don't know what her deal was, but she just started like, not even like roasting me, just bullying me at this wedding, and just kept doing it the whole night. And I was like, what is your deal? Because at first I was like, oh, she's just a little like sultry. She was kind of hot, you know. She was in her like tight dress. She had a little tummy. She was like confident. I was like, oh, that's cool. And then she starts like being a little mean to me. I'm like, I'm not against it. It's nice, kind of into it, kind of hot. And then she just kept being mean, and I was like, you're just being mean to me. I feel like I'm in high school. You're just bullying me now at this point. Like at one point she's like apparently going to school to be a doctor and just making fun of me because she's going to be a doctor and I just work my job and I won't make as much money as her ever. And I was like, who the fuck are you? What are you talking about? Stop talking.
Who was this?
Right? I don't know is the thing. It was the...
Interesting.
Okay. Yeah, right. Like a very far separation. So actually I wouldn't have felt bad if I would have like roasted her back. There's a lot of degrees of separation on that one. But yeah, she was just making fun of me and just kept
How
making,
did it
like,
start?
It started with like little like snide comments that at first I was like, oh, this isn't like directed at me. Like she would like snap at me and stuff like that. I was like, it's kind of weird. And then at one point she like bumped into me and she's like, oh, I'm sorry. And then she turned around and saw it was me and was like, you know what? I'm not sorry. And then walked away. And I was like, what is your deal? And then it just kind of like little things like that all night. And it culminated with her just making fun of me because she was going to be a doctor and I just work my job.
Well, you're a loser.
I don't know. I know I'm a loser, but don't make fun of me for it. Like it was like it reminded me of that episode of Always Sunny where they get shushed at the gin bar and they spend the whole day just being like, who shushes people? That's how I felt. I was driving home bitching about it the whole time. Like who's just as a grown adult who just does that, who just bullies people.
Yeah, that's weird.
That's my complaint. It still hurts me a bit.
Oh, I'm sorry, buddy.
And the worst part about it is she could tell that I'm somebody who craves approval from everybody, and it was like, Izzy, now it's coming to you, turn around. When I first met Izzy, she was the same way. She bullied me too for no reason. And
This lady was 35.
yeah, except this lady was like way more grown than we were at that time. Yeah, she was like in her 30s. Like
I would say mid to late 30s.
Mid to late 30s. Yeah, she should not have been doing this. And like, it's the same thing. It gnaws at me because I crave approval. And if you're going to be mean to me and like bully me, give me a reason. Don't just bully me because I have a very innocent, punchable face. I know I do. That's why I have comedy as a defense.
You're a nice boy.
Thank you. I like to think I'm nice.
You were very helpful at the wedding.
I was so helpful at that wedding. That wedding should have been a vacation for Christian, but Christian was running errands the whole time because I was the only one at the wedding who wasn't in the party for most of the day.
Whoa, there was a lot
That's my complaint.
There was a lot.
There was a lot. You know.
There.
Oh, you were nice.
Thank you. I appreciate it,
I
Sarah.
wouldn't say it was mean.
No, well, she was the complaint. The wedding itself was nice. No, the wedding itself was fun. But you know what? This is why I wanted to do Dumb Trivia Complaint Corner. Subconsciously, I just wanted to bitch about this woman just absolutely making fun of me.
Yeah, she sounds like a real bitch.
Next time I see her, I'm just going to shush her.
Do you know her name?
You'll never see her again.
I probably never will see her again. I was told it 4 times, and guess who just didn't remember the name any time because I couldn't be bothered.
Oh, well, if you're listening, fuck you.
I don't think she's listening because why would you want to listen to my voice?
Yeah, fuck her.
Unless it was the opposite. Unless she's like, wow, as I'm a 35-year-old cougar, this boy is a young, hot, sexy man. I'm going to make him feel small.
Maybe she was into you.
Maybe she was into me. Well, step off, lady. I've got somebody else to make me feel small.
So I have a complaint kind of on the same vein as that.
Mm-hmm.
when you're using your credit card and they charge you a credit card fee.
Yeah, that's dumb.
I know that was nothing. I know that was nothing related. I can't stand that. Build it into your pricing. I don't want to see it.
But also, the other issue is like, I'm less annoyed about it if it's a smaller business. I hate when I go to a place that should not. Like, you're a established business. You shouldn't have a Square credit card reader. You should have a legit credit card system. Well, and I also shouldn't have to pay for your overhead.
There's nothing wrong with a Square credit card reader. They all act the same. It's just different companies.
I guess. Okay, yeah, whatever.
Every credit card reader has a fee attached to it.
Yeah.
So no, I can't stand it. Eat the cost of it, okay? Normally, for most credit card processors, it's 2.9% plus 30 cents per transaction.
Really?
Yes. It is.
Well, that's actually a lot higher than I thought.
Yes, it's 2.9% plus 30 cents per transaction. And I only know this because I take credit cards for my business.
The more I learn about like capitalism, just the worse it is. Like, why 2.9% plus? I guess that's why they say like some places like only $5 or above, because then it makes sense.
Right. So it's just you eat the cost, and you can write them off at the end of the year. So these people are probably double dipping, which they should get audited if that happens.
Yeah.
There's
a lot of.
The only time I charge a fee is if it's a really big job and I give them the option of other payment methods. They have wire transfer, check, or cash. Yeah. And if they insist they want to pay with credit card, well, then they have to pay the fee, because I'm not paying that fee because they want the convenience of it.
Okay, well, that makes sense. At least you give the option.
Yes.
You give them quite a few.
When you're at a store, who's carrying cash, anymore? Not a lot of people.
I know.
It's a cashless world. All right? Don't make me pay your credit card fees because, you're missing out on that little bit of money. Build it into your price. I don't want to say it. Build it into your pricing.
I also think they should be building tax into their price. Everyone knows we have to pay it. I would be happier if I didn't actually have to see it being paid.
Yeah.
Wouldn't be that hard.
Doesn't Europe do that?
Yeah, the VAT tax. There's a complaint. I spent a whole week in Ireland, and it was about 4 days until somebody explained why everyone was asking me if I wanted to pay in cash or euros when I swiped my credit card.
Why?
If you pay in cash... Okay, this is how it goes. If you pay in cash, it pays today's conversion rate right there, but you don't get to write off the VAT tax at the end of the trip. But if you pay in euros, the conversion might fluctuate, so it might charge you more when it finally posts from your credit card. But if you keep your receipts at the end of the trip, you can go to like the airport and you could get back all the tax you paid.
Oh, so which one did you do?
Oh, for the whole time I was doing euros because I had no idea, but then I just did it in cash. And when everyone was like, do you want to keep your receipt? I said no, because I kind of feel like an asshole. Like, this is going to be something I feel like a lot of people are going to message me and make fun of me for it, but like, I'm there supporting your country and your tourism. I'm not going to show up, buy stuff, support your economy, and then be like, nah, I'm taking that tax back.
Oh, I would.
Like, I know you would because you're a dick.
Why is that being a dick?
No, it's not being a dick. I don't know. It's just like, it's whatever, to each their own. I'm not going to judge somebody for doing it. First off, that's asking a lot to me to remember all my receipts. I barely remember.
Well, I'm not saying I would actually do it, because you know how much work that probably is to actually do it.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm not. I think that was probably another reason is I'm at the airport ready to leave. The last thing I want to do is go to like the consulate desk and start going through my receipts. Like,
I'm not doing it either. I'm cutting my losses and dealing with it.
That's also how I felt. But yeah, I just felt, I'm contributing to the society and tourism and the tax. I don't care. Whatever. I appreciate Ireland and what they've done for me.
That's fair.
And you want to know what they've done for me?
Nothing.
Nothing, except made me really happy and want to go back all the time.
Yeah. I hate how flights overbook.
Wait a minute. Say it right. Huh? Dumb Trivia Complaint Corner. You hate how flights overbook.
I haven't said that once this whole time.
I know, but we should be saying it. It's our catchphrase. Start now. Start now.
Dumb Trivia Complaint Corner. I hate how flights
Nice,
overbook.
Thanks for saying our catchphrase, bud.
Fuck off. I hate how flights overbook.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
You know what you got to do? Is start when you fly, buy the other seats next to you. So then if they don't overbook, you have a bunch of extra leg room. And if they do overbook, you make out with some money.
The gamble on that is, because then you're spending a lot of money on extra seats.
Honestly, Sarah and I talked about it, and we think the next time we fly, because most planes are 3-person rows, I would say.
Yeah.
we're just going to buy the extra seat because we're looking at how much like business class is, and the price jump from like economy to business is absolutely obscene. But for like a fraction of it, you can just buy another plane ticket and just have your seat next to you.
Unless they overbook. Or you fly Southwest.
Well, if you, I guess, and that's what I'm saying, if they overbook, you give up your seat and now you've made free money.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah, because you were going to have somebody sit there anyway unless you bought the seat. That's kind of my thought process, because on our flight to Ireland, no one sat next to us for some reason. And I was like, that was amazing.
Yeah, that's
and
nice.
The flight back, somebody did. So I'm like, you know what? I think the next time we go fly overseas, I'm just going to buy an extra seat. And just so now we have the whole row. Less stress. For like a quarter of the cost for business class. More than a quarter. Business is so expensive. I think it was $700 something one way for me, and it would have been like $4,000 one way business class.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I don't really relate to these problems. I fly private, so
shut the fuck up. Dumb trivia complaint corner. Cory acting like he's wealthier than me. Shut the fuck up.
Well, I mean, I am.
Dumb trivia complaint corner. Cory acting like he's net wealthier than me and not gross wealthier than me.
I probably still am that too.
Dumb trivia complaint corner. Cory acts like he's liquidly more wealthy than me.
I could probably argue for that one too.
Dumb trivia complaint corner. Cory, not his business, acts like he's wealthier than me. I say, oh, fuck off. I've heard you bitch enough about money.
Liquid? Yeah, maybe not.
Yeah, you definitely beat me in assets. I'm not going to argue that in the slightest. I got all my assets are in video games.
Yeah.
Oh, at one point that could have been a boon.
Asset-wise, I'm doing great.
Dumb trivia complaint corner. My asset is flat.
Yeah,
squats aren't helping.
No.
Shut up.
No, mine is
that
too.
picture I sent to you. What I say, and you said to send a picture, and I sent you just the flattest butt picture I've ever taken.
Oh, I don't know. So I forget what we were talking about.
You're like, prove it, and I sent it. I'm like, look like Hank Hill. I was clothed, everybody. Yeah, it was bad. I was clothed.
Yeah. I'm out of complaints for this round.
I was gonna say that was actually really cathartic. I liked that a lot. I got to bitch about my like thing that's been gnawing at my titty.
I'm glad.
Yeah.
I wish you gave me more time to prepare.
I kind of thought you'd have more.
I do. And as soon as we hang up, I'm going to go, fuck.
Well, now we know for next time on the Dumb Trivia Complaint Corner.
I'm going to start writing them down.
Okay. This is nice. It's a fun change of pace.
Yeah, so.
I guess we'll be back next week when we record in person again.
Good.
It was nice. I'm sorry for last week's episode, everybody.
I'm not.
Only was I think one of the funniest episodes we did.
Is that your phone going? Is that your phone going off?
Is it still going off? Who the fuck is texting me?
Pick it the fuck up. Turn it
it was Sarah and her parents.
Turn it on silent. That's so annoying.
I know. I usually do have it on silent.
Bzz, 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 bzz.
At least it's not my computer going off. But yeah, not sorry for how funny the episode was. Sorry for how juvenile it was. I was listening back. I'm like, it was like an episode of I don't even know.
I was making
I
made myself laugh. Listening back.
It was very funny. I enjoyed it. I thought we were averaging like a solid joke every like 10 minutes, I'd say.
It was good.
Dumb Trivia Complaint Corner. We haven't gotten enough compliments on that episode.
We haven't gotten enough compliments in general. Compliment us.
Yeah, Dumb Trivia Complaint Corner. Our fans need to tell us we're pretty more.
Yeah, we're very funny.
Yeah, that's why you're listening. You may think we're just being narcissistic, but you tune in every week.
We don't do this for us. We do this for you.
Honestly, I don't think I would have kept it going for as long as we have if we didn't get these people reaching out and saying they enjoy it.
That's true. Just so you know, we were up for a review with the company that owns us, and we weren't canceled. So
we did squeak by. They did see a hard drop off on the viewers, though.
So you people need to help pick. You need to help pick this up.
Tell your friends, tell your family, review us on iTunes, review us on Spotify. It helps us get notoriety, and that's what keeps the lights on.
It does. We don't want to get canceled. Nope. See, canceled.
Canceled? Yeah, I know. Canceled. See. Boy howdy. Okay, you want to get out of here? You want to give us an outro?
Yeah, I guess so. All right. Well, thanks for listening. You can find us everywhere that you listen to podcasts. Check out our store at redbubble.dumbtrivia.com.
Dumb Trivia Complaint Corner. Dumb Trivia Complaint Corner. Dumb Trivia Complaint Corner. The easiest URL we have. It's dumbtrivia.redbubble.com.
Dumbtrivia.redbubble.com. There you go. On Dumb Trivia Complaint Corner. Yeah, buy some merch.
It's good merch.
Do it for Andres.
It's a good merch. You do it for Andres because we got to get him out of this gecko.
Yeah, and we need the money for surgery. So, all right. Well, That's all I got.
That's all I got, too.
Thanks for listening. I'm Cory.
I'm Christian, and we'll see you next week on
Dumb Trivia.
Tell me 3 words I want to hear.
It just doesn't sound right when you do it.
It doesn't. Do you want me to say it?
No, I don't want you to say it because it's my... I miss Andres. Roll the outro.
It's Dumb Trivia, where the questions are dumb and the hosts are dumber. It's Dumb Trivia. You'll probably learn a lot of things you didn't want to discover. You don't win anything, but that's alright. You can look down on your buddies with your bragging rights. Hang with Cory, Andres, and Christian too. They're best friends, now they're friends with you. Knowing nothing is the only criteria. Come on, it's Dumb Trivia.